You know, most humorists are very serious people. Most
Uh,
comedians are very serious people.
huh.
And they look at life from a serious, and that's why life is funny, because they're reporting. If you looked at Jon Stewart, you actually think Jon Stewart's that guy 24/7.
Right, right, right.
No. He would rather sit and have a conversation than what we're doing right now.
Uh,
Now, if you want to go there,
yeah.
yeah, but he's a humorist. He's,
Yeah.
he's just, I'm talking about life,
Right.
you know.
I wonder if Jim Carrey is kind of a serious person.
He is very serious.
Uh,
You know, he talked about how he would, you know, he wrote out a check for $10 million and
Oh,
put it in, yeah, and you know, I mean, guys that do stuff like that, they're not trying to, you know, they understand that, okay, I know how to make people laugh, but
yeah.
they love that quiet time. Your point of view is that voice that talks to you in your head when you're by yourself.
Right.
That's your point of view.
Huh.
And that guy is, you know, and so when I would go to my cigar lounge and I'm there, and they know I do stand up. And oh, hey, Mr. Funny Man, you know, they really want to do what you're doing. And they crack, oh, I'm funnier than you. And I go, okay. There are plenty of stages for you to go. Go right ahead.
Oh, so it's very common.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Black, white, whatever. Everybody want. I was with my girl. We went to an event for her job, and so we're at two things. I can say I'm retired, but if I say I'm a comedian, immediately it's gonna be, oh, you come on, oh, tell me a joke, blah blah blah. No. Now I do that because I don't want you controlling me. I'm not a puppet. I'm here. This is her event. I was invited. I'm a plus one.
Right.
Period. I don't even need to be seen. I'll stand over in that corner and I don't need to talk to anybody. Although I can talk to everybody because why? We're people. We're in the people business.
Yeah.
We have to walk into a cold room and entertain.
Yeah.
And hope that we get this shit right. We hope that we can get 70%.
Yeah.
And if you do, dude, that's it. You're not getting 80. Some people can, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you get that 70, if you get 60, you did your job.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
You know, and so I don't do it. I don't. No.
What do you say when people say, "Tell me a joke"?
I said, not today, brother. You know, I say, hey, you know, I said, if you want to be the comedian, well, I know a joke. Good. Hey, go right ahead.
Oh, nice.
You still have to read your room. There's still about doing your homework when you walk into a room. What's the age?
Yeah.
What's the ethnicity? What are they wearing? Are they drinking? What are the comedians ahead of you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, when we do all of that,
Yeah.
then we can, just my opinion, I'm not no expert because I'm still learning. Even at 35 years of doing stand-up, I still learn every day. And I'm learning about how I deal. I have bombed in front of 135.
Yeah.
And then back, bombing in front of black folks, you're going to get bagged on. So usually, and I
Is it different from bombing from white folks?
Huh? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because, when that MC comes back up, he's going to play off of you. And he's just going to bag on you. And I had guys ask me, hey, man, why don't you do your old stuff? Didn't want to. Because you have to put the new stuff out to be able to pursue my career and have a life.
Yeah.
So we have to find a vehicle that is going to support what you do. So you need acting classes.
Yeah.
You need new headshots. You need to be able to have a roof over your head and clothes on your back, and you need to be able to have a space where you can collect your thoughts and put your game plan together.
Yeah.
Because it's not just, people say, oh, I want to be famous and blah, 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 but it's a business. It's still called the entertainment business, or it's called show business, and to find a way to achieve that, I was always trying to find a way to do it, and I just happened to fall in that job because I had struck up a conversation with this guy. He just happened to be a black dude. I'm at a bar. I'm living in Northridge.
Yeah.
I'd gotten a room out of the recycler, and so I was down on my last $8, and I went down to the bar. I said, you know what? I'm going to get me a beer. Fuck it. I'm going to get a beer. I went into this bar. It was right up Devonshire, just past Reseda. And I go in, Laker game is on, buy me a beer. It was happy hour. Bought a beer.
Lakers back then? Who was playing? Magic
Lakers.
Johnson?
I was watching Lakers. Yeah.
Magic
I got
Johnson?
here in. I got here in June. I got here in October of '89.
89.
Yeah, got here in October of '89. And so I'm just, chilling. The guy walks up and said, "Hey man, hey, how's the game?" "Oh man, Lakers, blah blah blah." Just struck up conversation, and all of a sudden, conversation went in. We got talking sports, and before you know it, he's buying me. He said, "Hey, can I buy you a beer?" And he bought me another beer, and we got talking. And
Oh, wow.
before you know it, he said, "Hey man, what do you do?" And I told him what I do. I said, "I'm an actor," and I hadn't started doing stand up yet.
Right.
I went in. I'm just trying to find a way to pay for my career. He said, "Why don't you apply to LA County Probation
Oh my
Department?"
God.
And I says, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a supervisor over there."
Huh.
And I didn't know, dude. I had no training. I didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to the largest probation department in the United States. I didn't know I was going to be working with murderers, rapists, gangbangers, and pedophiles. Didn't know it. And they got me in as a student worker, but they were waiting for the test to open up for what they call a group supervisor of nights, which means you deal with the kid in the nighttime. But at that time, you could have been a group supervisor and work days. You only needed a high school diploma, but still, I worked. They had me in laundry first. I would load up stuff, bring the stuff, and so that I'd get a feel for going in these units. And here you are. We had 1,200 kids back then, and so
There's a lot.
Yeah, and it looked like a little city lit up at night. And you had a school on ground, swimming pool, have an infirmary, you got a court, juvenile court. We had boys lockup, and we were just getting ready to get into building a high-risk offender facility, which is where all the big-time kids who were doing major crime were going to go.
Oh, man.
And so, like I said, I'd never done that. And the cool thing was at that time, I had people who taught me that job.
Yeah.
There was a lot of camaraderie.
Yeah.
We had a lot of guys backed each other up. We were deep. As far as and you wanted to work OT.
Yeah.
You found out, man, and you found out guys stepped up. As a Jewish guy, "Hey Shipp, what do you do, man? Whatever you do, get in that tax deferred 457 and sign up for that Plan D." Told me the plans to get into. If you're going to work in probation, you're getting a pension, and you're getting a 457, which is like a 401k.
Oh, wow.
And and you're going to end up, depending on how late you stay, you end up with 100% medical. So you got all this plan, and you're getting raises, and you're getting able to work tons of OT, and the OT was easy. Why? Because we had the staffing to support what we were doing. We were hiring ex-NFL football players, ex-college football, basketball, male and female. We had people who had street knowledge as well as book knowledge. So you had all these different people who were able to achieve running this facility. So we had people who were ex-gangbangers, but also they had a degree in psychology, or they had a degree in business, or whatever, or they were ex-jock who actually grew up in the hood, who knew how to deal. So you knew how to talk the language. What you had to learn was how to structure, how to discipline, and only and know your job. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust the kids, and that took time to know. But then also, it's like, dude, we had, we also, you were hiring a lot of people, so you could do 4, 5, 16-hour days. The guy, and he interviews all the top comedians, and they give up. They tell you the same stuff that we're going through. They're going, that they went through it. Ellen DeGeneres talks about the conversation, slowing down on stage. If you think you're going too fast, slow down even more. What's his name? Sinbad talked about using subjects. Sometimes he would just do subjects. He wouldn't write actual material. He went off of subjects and stuff. He would, you had guys that got nervous, or if say you got writer's block, put your pen down, go out into society and refresh your brain. All these different things that will be very helpful so guys can survive. And the business is still, what I found out, the business is very cutthroat. You know, I did a contest, and the woman who put it on said, I've never met people like these comedians. I said, comedy is a selfish art. It's not improv. It's a selfish art. And that's why when you go to, I used to say, you go to open mic, and you see people aren't laughing. That's because they don't care. They care about themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they can't wait for them to do their thing.
Yeah.
But they don't understand the same thing that they're doing to you. And even if they did laugh, it really doesn't necessarily mean it's funny. Because you could take that same material and go way out to Apple Valley somewhere and say those people are 45 to 50, and you just did a joke that whatever you thought was in front of those guys in that room may have thought, but now you're going out into the real world. People who actually work every day, people that actually read books and read newspapers and have a life. They want to talk about life shit. And you're talking about booty hole. They don't want to hear about booty hole.
That's true.
You know, they want you to talk about life. And even if you did go sexual, they don't want you to gross them the hell out. They want you to be able, you know. And so there's a way to play it. You're constantly learning. You're never going to get it 100%. It's like when I do cruise ships. I know that everything that I do is not going to work.
How are the cruise ships, man?
They're good.
Yeah.
They pay.
Nice.
You know, you get paid. They take care of you. They take care of your plane tickets. Now, are they some of the flights the greatest? No. Sometimes you might get layovers in Chicago, or you might be stuck in Guatemala and turn around, and instead of they got to bring in a whole new plane, and then they got to fly you. Then you can't go to Dallas, and you end up flying to New York, and then from New York you come to LA. So you got those type of things. Other than that, it's cool. Also, you got to get. I mean, there's a lot to embrace about it, because you'll get cabin fever. Where you're stuck in this little ass room. If you don't gamble, you don't drink. There's only so much drinking. Don't do drugs, because you'll get busted. Don't mess with the patrons, because if you end up and they'll, you know, one of them accuse you of rape, now you're screwed. Now you're not gonna work at all, which has happened. You know, so you have to play your cards right. Huh? Oh yeah, and they'll fly a helicopter in to come get your ass.
That's what happened. What did you do?
Not me. I didn't get accused of rape. But a guy got accused of rape.
Oh no.
Yeah, because he was a comic, and he got to partying, drinking.
But do you have to pay for stuff, or are you just there?
Your food is paid for.
Oh, nice.
And like I said, there's only so much eating.
Oh.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You know, you got free gym membership. You want to go to the gym, but you have to put a credit card down in case you tear up something, use something, or drinks. You know, and you have to tip your cabana boy, the guy that takes care of your room. You got to tip them too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it ain't totally free, but it's cool. I mean, it's not. You know, you're getting good treatment. You know, and you don't have to hang out with the patrons. Also, some of them, if you do, you know, you have two choices. You can either go hang out with the patrons, or you can go down to the workers' bar. You know, the crew.
Oh, nice.
You can go to their bar too, and the drinks are cheaper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just have to watch what you do. You cannot, because you're going to be being watched. There are cameras everywhere.
Why are there cameras?
Just in case, dude. You got people that fell off ships. You got people that fell off ships. If somebody yells rape, okay, and you went into their room or they came into your room, either way you're wrong. You're going to lose your job.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't sleep with them. Now, you can go get a number and talk to her someplace else, or maybe get off a port or something. I've done that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
Did you hook up on the ship?
Yep.
You did?
Yeah. But you know, that was it. I didn't. She was there with her girlfriends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But there were another chick who was planning on, she jumped ahead of this other chick who was planning on fucking me. And so she was like, oh, I heard she was over there bragging. That's how she said she was going to give you some pussy. So I said, oh, let me jump ahead.
God.
Yeah. So it does happen. Especially, you know, they like what you're doing. I mean, because you're an entertainer. They think, hey, I'm going to pull me an entertainer. He's on a ship. They look at the glamour. They look at the glamour and glitter and all this stuff. They don't understand it, dude. I can't wait to go home.
Oh.
Yeah, it ain't all. Once you do it a couple of times, it's like it's just a gig.
Really?
Once you, I mean, especially you do 3:30s in one day. Okay, 7 o'clock, 8:30, 10 o'clock, boom.
Oh my God.
You want to go home. I mean, you want to go back to your room. You know, or you'll sit on the back of the ship and have a drink and come down off your high. But
That does sound tiring. Is there a lot of crowd work?
oh yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying. Everything's not going to work.
Huh.
This is where you get tested. And guess what? There is no opener. There is no middle.
It's just you?
It's you.
Oh wow.
That's why a lot of guys do not want to do it. And if you go on Carnival, they're going to work the hell out of you.
Oh.
You're going to do all kinds of, you're going to do multiple shows, but you don't make as much. Yeah, I think Carnival's a little
How
bit
packed
cheap.
is the room in the cruise?
You mean in the theater?
Yeah.
In the theater, you could get some of them. One day you might get 900 in that first
Oh my
show.
God.
Or 700 or 500.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but then again, your 11:30 show, if you're doing MSC, that's not going to be crowded. That's not going to be packed, and it's an adult show, so you can say whatever you want.
Really?
But it's the same deal though. You got to do crowd work. You got to, there's 11:30, and there is no warm up. They just introduce you, and you're it. You go from 0 to 100. And you got 35 minutes to get them. And you got to get them in the first 2 minutes, really. You got 2 minutes to get that first going.
Huh.
Okay? And they may want you to do 2 different 45s.
What?
Yeah. Can't just stand on stage and do the same shit.
Why not?
Because that's not what they want. They want you to do, I don't think they'll ever remember all of your act, but those that really hit, they probably will. The ones that were really, really funny, they'll probably know.
Is it
But,
because they have a repeating customer for the
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. You're gonna do 3 shows.
Oh my God.
So it's a tough deal.
Have you done any this summer?
I just got back,
Oh,
July
really?
6th.
Where were you?
I went to the Bahamas.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's, another thing a lot of guys don't talk about is that comedy's a lonely business. The road, if you're by yourself, okay, there's only so many things to do. You're either going to sleep, or you're going to drink, or I don't know if you're into drugs or whatever, if you're a gambler, but, you got to find things to do.
What do you do?
I read,
Oh, nice.
or I watch. I'm a news junkie, so
Oh.
I'll get. You can get the internet on your phone or
Oh.
on your laptop. You have to pay for that. So while you're on the ship, or some people bring what is that?
Portable things?
Yeah, that you stick in the side of the TV. And that way you can watch your movies or shows. But even that gets boring. You're in your room. It's like I said. I get up in the morning. I go work out. They got all kinds of food, but sometimes they put up the same stuff. So but you always got food. Food till 2 in the morning. Ice cream, whatever. If you're a gluttoner, you eat till your heart's desire.
That's nice.
But I see that I don't.
How long were you on the sea for?
You're on the ship for a week to 2 weeks. Some guys do months though. I could never do that.
You don't get seasick?
No, I do take a little bit. It's not like a rowboat. I mean, you're on a giant ship with 3,000 people.
Right.
Now, can you get some rough seas? Yeah. So that's usually when I would take a Dramamine or something. But no, you don't. Normally, you don't have to.
Kinda sounds like a COVID pandemic waiting to happen.
It is, and see, and that's when you look at now, if you bring up COVID, they had a ship when Trump was in office, and they didn't let the ship come in.
Right.
Because everybody on the ship had COVID. Guys were dropping dead like crazy. Nobody knew anything about COVID. He did a mismanagement job. He had mismanaged the whole COVID thing.
Oh no.
That's why everybody was getting sick. He didn't want to deal with it because he cannot deal with pressure issues. He is not good at that. He showed it. And that's why they were shutting stuff down. Obama left him a playbook on how to deal with viruses and things that were coming along.
Oh, really?
You have people dropping dead. This was taking out people who were overweight, who were diabetic, elderly, who had any type of medical conditions. They were dying. He almost died. They gave him a $7,000 cocktail that kept him alive. He should have been dead. Same with Chris Christie. Chris Christie caught COVID. Why? He went where he wasn't supposed to go. He has asthma. And he's overweight. His ass ended up in the hospital. Once they put that tube down your throat, usually you don't make it. Okay, so these guys should have died. Because why? Ignorance. Ignorance, and that's why I say I'm a news junkie. So I usually I pay attention to a lot of the stuff. I love history.
Nice.
You know, that's why when I talk about stuff, I mean, because I think you need to, depending on where you grow up or whatever. See, racial jokes are easy. It's stereotypical. You can do that. Okay, it's not hard. Oh, black people do this, white people do that. They laugh.
Yeah.
But if we write about stuff that's got substance, from reading, books, you know, crisscrossing cultures, understanding how different people live, different situations. You know, I read 4 or 5 newspapers. I'll read from the Washington Post, LA Times, New York Times, you know, because knowledge. You look at Chris Rock. Chris Rock reads 5 newspapers. He's a high school dropout. All right? He's Sidney Poitier. Couldn't read when he came to America. Guess what? The guy used to read to him the LA Times. I mean, the New York Times. The guy where he was working. That's how he learned to read. And then all of a sudden he started reading everything. You know. So when we that's why they, you know, if you're a humorist, humorists read. They pay attention to the world. They look at life from a whole different scope. That's why people. I'm part prior Cosby Carlin type of guy, you know. But I love the Jack Benny and Henny Youngman and all these different guys, you know, Roscoe Lee Brown, all these guys. So when you're crisscrossing all of these different cultures and having understanding of the world, your point of view becomes different than everybody else, and which bothers people. You know, some stuff goes over their head. Some people want you to go straight, you know, to the gross stuff. I mean, I did the San Luis Obispo Festival. I had a blast. And there was one, and the reason, you know, I was there and I looked at, what was it, I performed it, they had like an open mic thing, and it was packed, young guy. And I was there with Freddie Bell, and Fred had a really good set. I followed a woman who was, you know, talking about sucking cock and all this stuff, and she didn't get not one laugh.
No.
And when I followed her, you still have to read your room. There's still about doing your homework when you walk into a room. What's the age? What's the ethnicity? What are they wearing? Are they drinking? What are the comedians ahead of you talking about? You know, when we do all of that, then we can, just my opinion, I'm not no expert because I'm still learning. Even at 35 years of doing stand-up, I still learn every day. And I'm learning about how I deal. I have bombed in front of 135. And then back, you know, bombing in front of black folks, you're going to get bagged on. So usually, you know, and I
Is it different from bombing from white folks?
Huh? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when that MC comes back up, he's going to play off of you. And he's just going to bag on you. And I had guys ask me, hey, man, why don't you do your old stuff? Didn't want to. Because you have to put the new stuff out there. And to see if it works. And also, that's part of the game. You got to come back. If you don't, you're going to get defeated. So, you know, I mean, I stepped off the edge of a stage in front of 200 people. I missed the edge. But, and a guy I know, he was in that show with me, and every time he called me, hey, remember when you fell off the edge? He said, yeah. I said, but that was the best 30 minutes I did, and it was better than your set. And you didn't fall off the stage. You know, but he was waiting like, you know, and that's the thing of the business. I got to needle you. I got to find a way to try to get you.
Oh, you mean other comics?
Oh, yeah. It's always. The comedy is very competitive. You know, and it's cutthroat. I know it for years. I've said it to different people. I don't I don't get. I know, especially dealing with the brothers, I know cutthroat. And a lot of dudes, also people don't share.
Yeah.
You would think. Now actors, that's different. Actors are not
nice.
like that. Actors will share information. Who they don't mind telling you who their agent is. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Comedians, no.
Yeah.
Now if they see you perform well, there are some guys out there. I'm not gonna say all, but they're like, I'm doing a gig tonight.
Nice.
What's her name? What's that kid? It's because she was real cool when I met her, and she contacted me, and what's her name? Oh, Bovie, over at Quirks. It's a thing called Quirks. It's going to be at the Clubhouse in North Vermont.
Nice.
I've never been there.
Clubhouse is nice.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I just go to mics.
Yeah, they have open mic too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never been there. She saw me at the Fourth Wall.
Nice.
Welcomed me over there. So that's how it is. People, the Ice House, how I got in the Ice House, I had auditioned to get in the Ice House. And I worked my way through, but once there are certain clubs you can go to where the networking is great.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you, especially you see guys that like what you do, and they'll come by, hey man, you should contact so and so. They do that. That's how I did that's how I got into the cruise ships. I had to audition for those cruise ship jobs.
Ah, nice.
I had to, and that's how you end up getting with the agencies. And, you find bookers that like what you do, but then there are bookers that don't book me. I did dry bar. I have never been back. I've not done any of the clubs on it. I've sent stuff out, but it doesn't guarantee you, and also the business has changed to where, it used to be just send your tape in, someone sees you, that's old school.
Yeah.
They don't do that today. A lot of these guys have, if you see them doing major stuff and they're getting paid, they have major representation, or they're in good with the booker. Or somebody spoke up for them, you got a referral. Somebody's got to, sometimes, a lot of times, got to speak up for you. Yeah.
Do you find that over your decades of experience here in LA is more about who you know than who you are as a person?
It has changed that way.
Yeah.
Also, there's a lot of cliques.
Yeah.
I'm a lone wolf.
Me too.
I haven't, but like I said, if I make friends with folks, I talk to everybody, but I am one of those guys that I don't forget if you do me dirty. I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget. Especially when I haven't done anything to you.
Oh, right.
I don't bother anybody.
Oh, nice.
I paid my own way.
Nice.
And I believe that, like, say you have an acting gig or whatever, or you put together a show. You can't do the show on your own.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to collaborate with the right people.
Yeah.
You got to find the directors,
Yeah.
the showrunners, everybody to make your show happen.
Yeah.
So it's folks that think, oh, I didn't. No, you did not. You depend on. Like I said, I had people help me write my scripts. They're still mine. It's still my stuff. It's got my name on it. Their name's not on it. But I created it. But I needed help. I need help with my book. It just depends. And and then if you do bring people in, you got to write contracts. I have, like, for my TV show, Unit L&M, which is, it's about a detention service officer that battles organized crime in the juvenile justice system that's profiting off of minors.
Oh, no.
That script, I have people that, they're producing partners of mine, but there's a contract. And I paid for the attorney. So I know. It's like, so everybody already knows what their cut is. It's still a business. And you need that contract to let folks know that, hey, that way there won't be no arguments. There won't be any, oh, you screwed me, you did this, that. No, that's not going to happen.
Do people do you dirty in
Have-
business?
In business? Oh, yeah, they'll do it.
Really?
That's why I canceled my first teaser.
Oh.
I had a really good teaser when we first started this. We can't use it.
Oh, no. Why not?
Because I had disagreements with the people that were a part of the project.
Oh.
And so you had to kill them.
Huh.
And you had to regroup. It was still my script and everything, but we just couldn't do anything. So if we did a teaser, we'd have to do a whole new one. But we do have everything else. And it didn't stop us from sitting with HBO or going to anonymous content, And I spent a lot of money. I went into my retirement for my script, but I'm investing in myself. So I'm not angry at anyone. You know, it's my money, but you eventually I've made everything back. So I'm still good. And now I got 5 projects. So it's still good, and we're still doing the stand-up. I'm retired. I don't have to. Everything is worked out as far as me keeping that vehicle that supports what I do. So I'm not. Yeah.
Can I ask you about the old days of did you ever happen to run into Pauly Shore, Mitzi Shore, and Bud Friedman, or any of those people?
I ran into them trying to get into the Improv.
Oh, nice.
I ran into Pauly Shore.
Oh,
I didn't know him personally.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of guys. We were doing open mics too. I mean, that's when the open mic scene. You weren't being charged back then. You just had to buy something.
Nice.
Hallenbeck's was really good to go to because the musicians were our audience.
Oh, wow.
The singers were our audience. So you got to see your stuff work in hand, but because they made them do original material and they couldn't sing, covers, that dried up. And so now all you get is mostly comics. And then, I mean, all they wanted you to do. I remember when the Ha Ha Cafe was just a warehouse. It wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't where the dad Jack eventually fixed it up.
Yeah.
All those pictures, I knew who the people were who put that to there. I did a contest in there that I had won.
They're Armenians, right? No?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there was nothing in the valley at that time.
Oh, right.
One of the Improv used to be in Santa Monica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had to go down some steps.
Oh.
Yeah. The Ice House, same thing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of game in that. Guys became door people.
Yeah.
I mean, and all that. After a while, I had a real job. I just wanted to do stand up.
Yeah.
You were just trying to find a way to cause the thing is, in order for you to grow, I need stage time.
Yeah.
And these guys were using that as a cudgel to they wanted you to jump through all these hoops to get where you are, and then then the other way around it, get you an agent.
Yeah.
So if you had a good agent that was with Gersh or maybe Paradigm or whatever, then they could walk you in and say, hey, put my guy up, blah, blah, blah. You got to go through that. Or use some bookers. Maybe you had whoever the bookers were, if they liked you.
Yeah.
But then again, in order to strengthen your act, to build your material, you got to leave. You can't stay just in California. You got to go to Oregon. You got to go, to see if your material is working.
Yeah.
Now some guys probably stay in LA, but then it's best to go out to see, what your material is able to do.
Well, everything takes money, Tymon.
Well, but that's the reason why you figure out a way to pay for your career.
No, you're right.
And I mean, I work nights.
Yeah.
I work at 10 at night till 6 in the morning for 25 of those 30-some years I worked at probation.
Great.
Yeah. I would leave Hallenbeck's. I would go up first on all the open mics. I started going up first. That way I can go home, get me about 2-3 hours of sleep, then jump on the freeway and go to work.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Where was the probation center?
In Sylmar.
Sylmar.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to.
Yeah, right off the 210, right there, Yarnell.
Oh man. Oh, that's why.
And I would go there.
Were they all Latino? These kids?
No.
No.
Black, Asian.
Oh really?
And majority was black and Hispanic, but we had Asian guys. We had a kid in there that was part of one of the biggest Asian gangs here in LA.
Oh really?
And he had protection. His family would bring coffee and stuff. He had the life, And that's what I'm saying. I didn't have any training. Someone had to show me how to structure a room full of 35 juveniles who were murderers and rapists and whatnot, or gangbangers or whatever. You had to know, you had to keep your head. And then you had to, they taught you restraint classes. And all your fears were there with you now, so you either face them or you're screwed. So remember the bully that bullied you? There he is, sitting in row number 4. You got all these guys. I mean, fuck you, man. I'll kick your mother. You can't run no more. You got to face up. So that was the other thing. it enabled you, working in that system made you address your shit,
Huh.
you know.
You mean you gotta be strong, right? You gotta be
Yes, but it made you address your issues.
Oh.
The bully from when you were a kid. There he is. All the crap that you were running from, now life is right in front of you.
Interesting.
You got to go and you got to deal with it. These are all your little demons.
Huh.
You thought you were leaving them. No, you don't. They're right here with you.
Huh.
Right? And you got to deal with everyday life issues.
Is that what you did?
Huh?
That's
Oh, and
what-
I went to therapy. I went to therapy. Took anger management, all that. Because you had to deal with it. But I also wrote material from it. See, there was the other side. Because we're dealing with tragedy, there's a comedy in there. There's some comedy in that tragedy. And that's why I started putting juvie in my skits, and in my stand-up. And everybody started asking me, where's the script? Because in my audience were who? School teachers, police officers, judges, doctors, lawyers. They're all sitting in the audience. They know I'm not lying. I'm living it every day. So that's what made it a wonderful life. And so that's when I started to say, I told some friends of mine, they laughed at me. And we're still friends today, but they laughed when I told them, I said, I got 5 scripts. And at that time I did. I just didn't know how to put them together, but I had them. And now I got them. They exist. I got to a point where I started writing down my intentions. What I was choosing, because when you write it down, like you're doing now, now it exists. Beforehand it didn't.
Right.
But now that which was sitting in your subconscious is now you've put it on paper.
Yeah.
You can even find it in the Bible. It's called from Habakkuk 2:2. It's the scripture is that which is written now, it exists.
Oh.
And that's so you put it down.
Huh.
And then you write your intention. This is what I intend to do.
Right.
And so now it exists, and now you're going to start working on it to make that happen. I do it with my gigs, all that stuff.
Nice.
It makes you do what you're supposed to do.
It sounds more like a California spirituality stuff rather than.
But I grew up in the church, so I'm in the Midwest. You're part of my mom, my dad. My dad was a deacon. My mother sang in the
really?
choir. My uncle was the pastor of the church.
Wow.
So I grew up in it.
Huh.
But I also knew there was a hypocrisy to it, which is the reason why I can say some of the best ass I ever got was after after a church sermon, or I got baptized twice and it didn't help. I'm still as fucked up when I went in.
Right.
But that's a truth.
Yeah.
Because what I also learned is that you can go and make the money. When I really had the biggest issue is when I made money, and I had the roof over my head, clothes on my back, I had the job, I had the benefits, and I had I was able to, achieve all that I did, but I had no peace.
Huh.
You have to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. What good is it to make money? I don't want to be the Robin Williams of the world and hang myself in a mansion.
Yeah.
Okay? So let me deal with my shit.
Yeah.
Didn't want to be Pryor and pour booze over me and set myself on fire. We need to deal with our shit.
Right.
And that's what that is. Whatever your demons are, whatever your mental baggage is what it is. Some people whittle their mental baggage down to like our backpack. That means you've been dealing with your shit. So that you got baggage still, but look where it is. You don't have a U-Haul sitting out front. An 18-wheeler full of mental crap that you are looking for a place to dump it instead of dealing with it. So a lot of people don't deal with their shit. And so what I found and it takes time, but as you deal with it, now you can enjoy your work. You will have an understanding it's not about the money. It is the simpleness of life, which is the beauty of life. It's what we're doing now. It's called conversation. It's people enjoying being able to just sit and enjoy their life. Because I'm telling you, I've made money. I've owned a house. I've owned 2 properties.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, and I've traveled. But, it's on to the next. It's I'm not saying, oh my God, what else, what more is there? There ain't any. It's not anymore, in my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
To other people, it is. That's why I wrote that one joke that I had said when I was sitting on a bench, got my coffee. I'm overlooking the ocean, and I'm enjoying myself. And some white cat comes running through the bushes and says, "I can't take it anymore. Fuck it, man. I'm out of here, bro." And he's screaming and all this. And I said to him very calmly, I said, "Hey, bro, can you do that over there?" I said, "Yeah." And that's my thing, because I'm looking at a beautiful day.
Right.
This guy sees a storm,
Right.
but he's screaming and yelling. And I'm saying, like, dude, if you're gonna jump quietly. Don't make all that damn noise. What is that? That doesn't mean that you really want to go.
Right.
You want someone to stop you. And I'm telling you, either you are, or maybe sit down and be quiet, or find another place to go do that. I'm enjoying myself.
Right.
And that was my thought process with that. I don't, I'm always that time that we have to sit and have that conversation with yourself. That's another thing. People don't like to sit, but that's what meditation is being, to be. They said that's why you hear different philosophers that would say, know thyself. Who are you? And where are you going, and where are you trying to go? What do you want to do? Make that happen. And don't let anyone step in your way. Because if you're not happy, people say, "Oh, I want a relationship. I want to be with this chick. I want to be..." Yeah, but she's not there to make you happy. You should already be happy. Happy within who you are. I'm with my girl for 4 years, and I told her, I'm already happy. I don't need you to make me happy. It's cool that I'm just letting you know I have a life. And we have a life. You have a life also. And so if you go get in a relationship, hey, let them know up front, who is Terry Booth? Because you're going to be on a journey to find out who that is. Who is that guy? And where is he trying to go? What does he want? And whoever that person is you decide to get with, you're going to have to do the same thing with them. You're not there to make them happy. They should already be happy. You're not there to, but you're not there to make them miserable.
Tymon, I feel like you have obviously a very thoughtful, pensive personality. Do you think that good comedians were not necessarily funny in real life?
They're not funny. Do I think comedians are not funny in real life?
Well, I have a theory that more introverted people. I mean, I'm pretty introverted. I'm not sure about you, but sometimes we turn it off, when we're not on the stage.
Well, yeah, we want. Yeah. Look, I am now. We're having a conversation now. If something ends up being funny, it's because of the conversation that we're having. I'm not trying to make you laugh.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Whereas there are guys that don't know how to turn that switch off.
Right.
That was the problem with Robin Williams. He couldn't turn the switch off. He'd come off stage and do.
Yeah.
He was always on.
Always like that, yeah.
People talk about Ian. Oh, he's crazy. He doesn't have a life. Can't turn the switch. Can't turn the switch off. And so, and always you got these guys that always want to impress you and everything. And then there are people who are bothered the fact that we are comics. Oh, well, tell me a joke.
Oh, right.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, you said I didn't say anything. I just said I was a comedian.
Right. That's
all it was. But I don't walk around. I'm not a clown.
Nice.
I am a human being. I don't care. You go up to George Lopez and tell him that shit. He's going to tell you, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Go up to a lot of these guys who are real serious. Go up to Dave Chappelle and say that to him.
Right.
Dudes are not on.
Right.
They live. They're in life.
Yeah.
Most humorists are very serious people. Most comedians are very serious people.
Huh.
And they look at life from a serious, and that's why life is funny, because they're reporting. If you looked at Jon Stewart, you actually think Jon Stewart's that guy 24/7?
Right.
No. He would rather sit and have a conversation than what we're doing right now. Now, if you want to go there, yeah, but he's a humorist. He's just, I'm talking about life.
Right.
I
wonder if Jim Carrey is kind of a serious person.
He is very serious. He talked about how he would, he wrote out a check for $10 million and put it in. Yeah, and I mean, guys that do stuff like that, they're not trying to, they understand that, okay, I know how to make people laugh, but they love that quiet time. Your point of view is that voice that talks to you in your head when you're by yourself.
Right.
That's your point of view.
Huh.
And that guy is, and so when I would go to my cigar lounge and I'm there, and they know I do stand up. And oh, hey, Mr. Funny Man, they really want to do what you're doing. And they crack, oh, I'm funnier than you. And okay, there are plenty of stages for you to go. Go right ahead.
Oh, so it's very common.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Black, white, whatever. Everybody want. I was with my girl. We went to an event for her job, and so we're at two things. I can say I'm retired, but if I say I'm a comedian, immediately it's going to be, oh, you come on, oh, tell me a joke, blah blah blah. No. Now I do that because I don't want you controlling me. I'm not a puppet. I'm here. This is her event. I was invited. I'm a +1.
Right.
Period. I don't even need to be seen. I'll stand over in that corner and I don't need to talk to anybody. Although I can talk to everybody because why? We're people. We're in the people business.
Yeah.
We have to walk into a cold room and entertain.
Yeah.
And hope that we get this shit right. We hope that we can get 70%.
Yeah.
And if you do, dude, that's it. You're not getting 80. Some people can, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
And if you get that 70, if you get 60, you did your job.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
And so I don't do it. I don't, no.
What do you say when people say, tell me a joke?
I said, not today, brother. I say, hey, I said, if you want to be the comedian, well, I know a joke. Good. Hey, go right ahead.
Oh, nice.
I always tell them, go right ahead. Really.
Don't be competitive about it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, interesting.
I put because I just don't.
Nice.
And guess what? So what happens when you don't laugh at my joke?
What do you mean?
What if the guy asks me, tell me a joke, and I tell you a joke and you don't laugh? And he doesn't laugh. Then guess what? Oh, does that say I'm not funny? Does that say I'm less of a comedian? No, that's his way of trying to. I sometimes look at him trying to shit on you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're not that funny.
Right.
And that's why I don't do it.
Oh, I see.
And well, you don't want to show it? No, I don't. I came here because I was invited.
Nice.
I didn't come here to perform.
So just don't take the bait?
No. And some guys do. Some guys, man, and I said, dude, just don't. He doesn't own you.
I see.
Don't give away your talent.
Right.
I don't come in. I said, what I'll do is say, what kind of work do you do? And he said, oh, well, I'm doing, I write, so show me what you've written. Yeah. Well, no. If you work at McDonald's, as the old joke was, do I come down on your job and tell you how to do your job?
Yeah.
No. So we don't. And it's if you notice, most comedians are very insecure people.
Yeah.
They have a lot. It's already maddening enough.
Yeah.
To walk up on stage and perform at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, the guy who's usually judging you, he don't have a 10-minute act.
Right.
He don't have a 20-minute act. What does he know what's funny?
Right.
Who said? It's his opinion. If you give that away, you've lost. Okay, when you go put together when you've done the work to put together a 45-minute set and you know your stuff works, okay, and you're going to send that tape out, okay, you're still going to get judged on who thinks that's funny.
I see.
But if that tape and they're busting a gut on that tape, dude, you should get booked. All right? And who knows, when you get there, still, because every room you walk into is a new room.
Yeah.
You know no one.
Yeah.
All they're going by is what they saw on a tape.
Yeah.
Or what someone's referred, that you were a referral.
Yeah.
That's it. Take it or leave it. It's still a risk every time you walk in. You can't. I performed in Nevada, a corporate gig. There's probably over 200 people there. But what they don't understand is they put me on a stage, and there's a huge dance floor in between me and the audience.
Yeah.
And the audience at these big round tables, you got 2 open bars, and you got people still in line going to get food. And the guy says, hey man, go ahead and start the stand-up. There again, no opener, no warm-up, It's just you.
Oh man.
And I said I had a giant floor in front of me. I got this space. That energy is going to die. And people don't, and I told them, I said, really, you want me to go up? Yeah. You got people walking around, got 2 open bars, you got people eating, still talking, blah, blah, blah. But you're paying me $1,500.
Oh, wow.
You gave me my check. Okay. I'm going to do it. And I did 30 minutes and I left.
Just do what?
I did 30 minutes. I was supposed to do 45. I did 30. I left.
Okay.
Because it's bullshit.
Oh, right.
I'm like, why am I standing here? They're not even paying attention to me.
Oh, no.
And there's no energy. The energy's gone because there's a giant space between me and the audience. And it looks stupid. Because comedy room is about energy.
Yeah.
You want them this close like we are.
Yeah.
So you can get that energy.
Yeah.
And if that first row is laughing, that back row is going to eventually start laughing too.
I see.
You want them there. That's why everybody likes doing the small room of the ice house instead of the big room, because of the energy in the room. That's why everybody likes not the belly room, they like the potluck room, because the potluck room is even better than the big room because of intimacy. Jazz clubs work because of intimacy.
Interesting.
They're up on you, that energy, that feeling breathing, and next you know, the laughter is contagious when you get them.
Right.
But if you're bombing, that's also contagious.
Right.
You know, so they don't laugh, no one's laughing, blah, blah, blah. So.
Did they get pissed off?
What's that?
Because you left after 30 minutes?
No.
Oh.
It was good.
Nice.
Hey, thank you.
Tymon, thank you so much for being here. If you could give one last advice to anybody who's doing stand-up comedy now, what would you say to them?
I would say to them, read.
Read.
Read everything. Read newspapers, books.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Okay. Read articles. You know, study. Whoever your favorite comedians are, study them. Study the old guys, study the new guys. You know, and if you need to take a writing class, take a writing class.
Yeah.
But definitely work on your writing, write out your premises, and you're just gonna have to hit open mics like crazy and build your act, and you'll know when you got 45.
Nice.
Because you gotta, once you get that, at least once you get 20, you're gonna get 30. If you can do 15, you can do 20. It extends itself because you're doing, and the old creates the new. So build off of what you have and keep doing what you have. It's different things. And if you get writer's block, like I said, put the pen down, go out in the world, go have a beer, talk to people, sit on a bench, watch folks, and keep creating your writing, and the people in your group who you associate with, you want positive people, people that are on the same page as you or even better than you, but who are positive and who are focused. Stay away from the negative folks, stay away from the people who are, trying to scam people and whatnot, and find a way to pay for your career, because you're going to need it.
Nice.
You're going to want to go to a movie. You're going to want to go take a girl out. You're going to need some pussy.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going to need to be able to do some things. If you can't, that's what life is. It's that you're writing about your life from your point of view. You're given your view of the world from your point of view. And when you figure that out, what that is, you'll make that happen. But continue to pick brains and talk to folks and watch who you call a friend, because everybody ain't in this business. It's a cutthroat business. Yeah. But study as much as you can. Join different. Like I went to some networking places. They have them. Where, like if you're an actor, you can go network with other actors. Nice. Network with other comedians. Hey, go down to the different comedy clubs. Yeah. See how to get in. Yeah. Find out who the booker is. And say, hey man, I just want to meet the booker. One day I'd like to get in here. Let me know what I need to do. Blah blah blah. Well, hey man, okay, nice. Send me a tape. I mean, I just got accepted to do the Comedy Magic Club.
Oh really?
Yeah. There are guys been doing comedy less than me. Yeah. Male and female are in that room. Huh. So I can't tell you who should get booked or whatever. It's like, there are guys that are in rooms now. I can't get in. Yeah. And I don't care if I done. They say, well, you did dry bar. It has no meaning. You went all through my thing. Now, why isn't it that other folks don't look at all my shit like that? I don't know. But I just keep doing what I'm doing. And
Nice.
hopefully either the acting opens up the stand-up or the stand-up opens up the acting.
Yeah.
Either way. And who knows, I might even want to act. I might just want to sit back as an executive producer and watch my stuff created. You know, I'm not giving any of my projects up. I want to make sure that I'm a producer or an executive producer of either one of them that I do. So, well, all I need is one. You get one up, you can start, you know, it'll open the door to doing more stuff. But you got to get the first one.
Any last message for Chris Rubio, who loves you?
Oh, I teased him about this shot that he made. I say, hey man, is that AI? No, that's original. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was funny.
Thanks, Tymon.
You got it, man. Yeah. Now, do I get